Vande Vrindavanacharam Vallavi Janavallabham Jayanti Sambhavan Dhama Vaijayanti Vibhushanam Vacham Nijankarasikam Prasamikshamanaha Vaktraravinda Viniveshita Panchajanyaha Varnatrikona Ruchire Varapundarike Baddhasano Jayati Vallabha Chakravarti Amnaya Gandharudhita Spurita Daroshtham Atsla Vilekshanam Anukshata Mandahasam Gopala Dimba Vapusham Kuhana Jananya Pranasya Nandanam Avaimi Param Pumamsam. In this beautiful Kavya Ratnam, Kavya Grantham called as Yaadavaabhyudayam, which is a compendium of roughly 2500 plus verses, housed in dash sargas, 24 sargas, composed by a great acharya called, commented upon by. In that we have seen the greatness of Krishna, the greatness attached to Chandra, the greatness of all the predecessors of Krishna like Soma. Then we had Buddha, Pururavas. Then in that Vamsha came Nahusha, Yayati, Yadu. Then we have Anaka Dundubi, also called Vasudeva. Vasudeva's son is Vasudeva. Very good. We have seen what circumstances led to his birth, how Devaki felt when she was carrying Bhagavan. We have seen till there. Now Krishna is being shifted from point A to point B, which is Mathura to Gokulam. Mathura here is being referred to as Madhura. Gokulam in Tamil is called Ayarpadi. Now he shifts from point A to point B, crossing the waters of Yamuna. Now the Acharya says, Sarga 3, Shloka 41. Ghanatamav paripaka malimasair gurur miganair anupaplutaha atitatara dinadipate sutam anagayogamana iva samsrutim. Vasudeva, known as Anakadundubi, was crossing Yamuna. Yamuna is the daughter of Surya. She is sister of Yama. -1. Now, so Dinadhipatehe Suta. Dinadhipatehe. Dina, day. What causes day? Surya. Dinadhipatehe Suta. She is the daughter of Surya. Okay. Now, how was she? That particular day, at night, it appeared as if the waves in the Yamuna were calm. It was pouring. But he says for a moment it was calm, those huge waves. And later when the waters increased, there were waves found. But Vasudeva was not perturbed by it. Initially the waters were serene. Then because of the flooding and the rains, he could see the waves. But Vasudeva was not perturbed. Calmly, cool, chill bro, he crossed point A to point B. Like how yogis who do Sharanagati to Sriman Narayana are able to cross samsara, which is filled with waves, calmly. So he says this is the greatness of this particular avataram. Now, as he was carrying Krishna in the waters of Yamuna in the form of waves touched even greater heights, because Yamuna wanted to have the sparsham of Bhagavan's padam. Ajani paschimato bhrishamunnata ravisuta puratasthala seshita adhiruroha padam kimasau harehe pratiyayau yadiva Pitaram Girim Ajani Paschimato. On one side, it appeared as if her waves were wanting to touch Bhagavan's foot. On one side, she was touching through her waves. Adhiruroha Padam Kima Ravisuta Purata Sthala Seshita. The other side became dry. See, something that we cannot imagine from scientific angle happened in Krishna Avataram. We have to appreciate that. You don't ask logic. When Krishna had to cross, there was a path which was created. The river stopped at a distance. Sir, all this is, how is that possible, sir? Water flows from higher level to lower level, sir. How will it go? That's why I told you. In Rama Avataram, we can see all logic. In Krishna Avataram, everything is magic. See, you cannot, then every stage you'll be fumbling for answers. How did Krishna lift the mountain? How did he dance on a snake? See, nothing of this. Have you seen in this world, has somebody danced on a snake? Dancing itself is tough. You may at maximum do it one day before the marriage of your daughter or son. Right? That itself, you will require a choreographer. And see, this is an observation. I could be wrong. Most weddings south of India, in Dakshina Bharatam, earlier were very conservative, very Vedic, very quiet, very simple. There will be one sari for that girl, and then there was gold, of course. South Indians have this affinity for gold. But that was there. North of the Vindhyas, marriages were always flamboyant. So now with economic levels, people kind of touching better heights, we want to spend that money. And we have started imbibing a lot of the features from North Indian marriages. So Sangeet, Mehendi, all of that has come. So whether marriage happens or not, Sangeet and Mehendi has to happen. And compared to our sisters and brothers in Uttara Bharatam, southern men and women, both of them are slightly shy. So this immediately coming and touching the dance floor and then dancing to Dhurandhar is not there. So you need a choreographer in the marriages today, and the man and woman are extremely conscious of how they have to position themselves in the public, whether to dance or not, what will people think of me, whether they will think. So all this is there. And we are often told that you consume rice and rice and rice. Can you see it in our yatra? So we provide you rice as much as we can. So, and it is believed by some very well-known award-winning dietitians that rice never leaves your body, it settles. And it finds that abdominal region the best for settling. And as in the Sangeet, the man dances, this abdomen dances in its own way. So there are two people who dance to the tunes. One, the man, and second, his tummy. So we are used to that. Now we are getting used to it. So the point that I'm trying to make is, in most marriages today, we have become very flamboyant as we dance. In Ramavataram, everything fits logically. Most of it. You can fit. It fits. In Krishna Avataram, you can't do that. So people dance, Krishna danced. We dance. But Krishna danced in a different way. He danced on a stage that was dancing, which is a snake. So he's dancing on it. You can never find. He lifted a mountain. He lifted a mountain with his finger. All this it defies logic. So beyond a certain point, we should not do. Sir, you one side you say you question. Other side you say don't question. Question if it's a human trait. If it's a human who has done, normal, any mundane person, எங்காத்து மாமா நேற்று கூட 2 மலையை தூக்கிட்டு வந்தார் அப்படிலாம் சொன்னால் மாமா வந்து if he takes one luggage from the conveyor belt, his L3 has a problem. நம்மாத்து மாமா weak மாமா. So if it is our men who do, you have to question. If Bhagavan does, why should we question? See, at the end of the day, if you believe he is Paramatma should do things which is not what a Jivatma can do. He has to lift the mountain. He has to dance on a snake. He should be born with 32 teeth. He should have 4 hands. Then only when you do something beyond us, he becomes Paramatma. So you don't question. There's no use. You will not get answers. So here one side there were waves, the other side it became dry. That's all. Akrita setu manakali taplavam janana sindhu dridhaplavam udvahan ravisudamati langhyam ramapatim sapadi ghosha samipam upanayat. Akrita setu manaka Anakali taplavam. See, to cross from point A to point B, where there is waters in the middle, what do you need? You have to swim, sir. Like Vedanta Madhavan, you have to swim. What do you need? Boat. Correct. Or you need a bridge. You have to either have a bridge or you should have a boat. Naveva sindhum duritadya agnihi. Have you heard of this? Where does it come? Very good. Jata vedase. We say Naveva sindhum. If you have to cross this samsara, which is the ocean, in Mahanarayana Upanishad, the Rishi says, give me you become the boat. Hey Bhagavan, ek boat ban jao. Tum hi boat ban jao. So because I have to sit on you and then I have to cross. So you need a boat or setu. Bhagavan is a setu. Have you heard of Bhagavan being setu? Yes. Where? Where? Jagata setu. Very good. Next. Where else? Bhagavan is the setu. Setu Bandhana, he constructed the bridge. Vandana Muraghu Nandana Setu Bandhana Bhakta Chandana Rama Vandana Muraghu Nandana. Where where else? Ekkada, Elli, Kidar, all languages have translated. Jagadeka Setuhu, where is he? Jagadeka Setuhu, oh, you are the only bridge, where are you? I have told you that line also. So, there is a kshetram in Kanchipuram. He is called Vega Setu. Oh, you told? Very good. Sorry, I didn't hear. Vega Setu. Setu is bridge. Bridge on Vega. Who is Vega? Vegavati. So he is the bridge. Bhagavan was the bridge on the river. So he is the bridge. Jagadeka Setuhu. Jagadas Setuhu. At the same time, a bridge is needed for you to cross from A to B. Or you need a boat. Vedam says you are the boat. Naveva Sindhu. Stotram says Jagadeka Setuhu. So to cross you need a bridge or you need a boat. But here, Akrita Setu Manakali Taplavam. There was no Setu. How did Vasudeva go? He didn't use a boat. He didn't use a bridge. Janana Sindhu Dridhaplava Mudvahan. Ravisutam Ati Langhya Ramapatim Sapadi Ghosha Samipam Upanait. Because he's carrying the boat. He's carrying the bridge with him. So without the help of a bridge, without the help of a setu, he was able to go because he's carrying two in one in him. Krishna is that setu. Krishna is that bridge. So even without this, he could reach point B from point A. So Bhagavan is that, says this shlokam. Nyadhita Nanda Vadhu Savidhe Sutam Dritamupadita Gopakumarikam Atha Niyayacha Devakanandana Nishiya Devakanandani Shayana Anakadundubi Rashutam. So he says Anakadundubi Rashutam, Anakadundubi Vasudeva Nyadhita Nandavadhu Savidhe. He reached the house of Nanda. Nanda and Nanda Vadhu. Nanda is Nanda Gopal. What is his wife's name? What is special about Yashoda? Those special. Why are you bothered about Yashoda's speciality? What was special about Yashoda? Her eyes. Her eyes. Eyes. Kannu. Netralu. Correct? Then Netrani. What is so special about her eyes? Who says that? Andal says. People used to ask Krishna, Krishna, you've got such beautiful pair of eyes. It's so pretty, yeah. Krishna said, because my mother's eyes are like that. Who's the mother? No, see. Yashoda. See, the true mother is Devaki is CCTV footage. Nobody knew. For us, because we have seen, we are telling that secret, right? Who is a Dhurandhar? You should not tell Ranveer Singh. We don't know, right? We have not watched the movie. So, The eyes of Yashoda were so pretty that Krishna says, I have taken after my mother's eyes. Right? Hari is Krishna. Krishna is Hari, right? So he says, I have taken after my mother's eyes. That is why Rowling says, Harry has taken after his mother's eyes of Lily. Right? Lily yoda eyes thane irukku solra. So Rowling has heard Bhagavatam. Now, where does Andal say, Yerornda Kanni Yashodai? Yerornda Kanni Yashodai. So Yashoda had pretty eyes. Now, she is the Nanda Vadhu. Nanda Vadhu means Nanda's wife. Nanda and Nanda's wife. In joint name they had got that house. That is why. Nyadhita Nanda Vadhu Savidhe Sutam Dritamupadita Gopakumarikam. When Krishna was born, he was born towards the last few hours of Ashtami Tithi. And as Krishna was born on the other side, in the place of Gokulam, the girl child was already born. So Navami Tithi had begun. So now Nandagopa, as per that Ashariri Vakyam, had to exchange that child, swap that child. So he picked that female child and left Krishna there near her bed. Now he goes, now he takes a girl child to the, see, there will be a very valid question. That's wrong. He shouldn't have done that. How could he take the girl child? Isn't that wrong? See, yes, wrong, correct. But Yogamaya had instructed, you go there, keep this, take the girl child, leave that boy child there. He just followed the instructions, as simple as that. Now, this girl child was placed next to Devaki. Devaki knew this is Yashoda's child. Yashoda did not know that the boy was Devaki's child, but Devaki knew. Now this girl child started crying heavily. Started crying. Kamsa did not sleep at all. Now that the girl child was crying, he knew that the eighth child was born. He came running and he was about to pick that girl child. The girl child gave him a kick. Nripati Rashu Pada Nihastaya. Nihatastaya. So it just kicked. This man fell. Now this girl jumped into air. See, in Krishna Avataram, everything is magic. So the girl jumped into the air. Okay. She became an 8-handed goddess called Durga. So she said, "Hey, fool!" Everybody calls him a fool. Earlier when they were on that Bharat, that Ashari Vakyam said, "Moodha." Ellam porava varavalla thitittu pora sir. So, Ahamasesha Sura Sura Mohini Yavanika Madhukaida Bhavadhinaha Prabala Shumbha Nishumbha Nishudane Pranihita Hataya Tava Kimmaya Ahamasesha Sura Sura Mohini. She says, I am the one who caused the delusion in the minds of the Devas and Asuras and ended up killing Asuras like Madhu and Kaitabha. I am that screen in front of that Lord. Screen in Sanskritam means Yavanika. Now, if you like this name, like it as an object. You know, some people Peti na peru vekkanu sir. Yavanika, curtain na peru veppa. See, just because some names rhyme well, okay, Induleka அப்படினா இது பேர் எண்ணெயோட பேர் இது. So you have to think twice before keeping names. I don't know. Somewhere I heard one director had named their child Vedavid. Have you heard? It is Vedavid. But the mother says Vedavid, what do we do? So in the urge to keep some different names, we should not have meaningless names. So Yavanika is curtain. Please don't keep this. Okay. Yavanika Madhukai Tabamardinaha. She said, I am the curtain, which is, that is why Yamuna Acharya says, Kantaste Purushottama Phanipatihi Shayyasanam Vahanam Vedatma Vihageshwaraha Yavanika Maya. Jaganmohini. So same word he uses. Surasura Mohini, he says Jaganmohini. Yavanika. So she says, I am that screen, veil in front of Bhagavan who was able to help annihilate Madhu and Kaitaba. Madhu Kaitaba Mardinaha. This Tirai. The curtain is called Tirai, right? Tirayin pinnirkindrai kanna. So Tirai. So she says, I am the one in front of Bhagavan. From this side, if you see, Bhagavan is behind the curtain. Correct. So that is why Tirayin pinnirkindrai kanna. She says, I am the one in front of Bhagavan as curtain. Yavanika. Tirai. Telugu bhashalo adi marugu. Telugu bhashalo Yavanika ante marugu. మరుగు మధ్యాల్లో ఉన్న యవనిక అది పేరు మరుగు. తెలుగు వారు పెళ్లి చేస్తున్నారంటే ఆ పెళ్లిలో మధ్యాలో ఒక యవనిక ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో ఇది రెండు పేరుకు నడువులో ఒక తెర. సో దెర్ ఈస్ అ స్క్రీన్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద మ్యాన్ అండ్ ద ఉమెన్. సో సీత హ్యాడ్ ఆల్రెడీ సీన్ రామ earlier. She had already seen Rama earlier. But in the marriage, on the marriage day, it's a custom that there is a screen drawn. Even in Karnataka marriages, they draw that screen. In Marathi marriages also, they draw. In Marathi marriages, they will add that extra mata. Lakshmi Narayana Dhyana Savadhana. Have you heard of that? They will say. Now, that curtain is drawn. Sita wanted to see Rama. She has already seen him, but she did not want this momentary separation also. She wanted to see him. She asks Rama, we have known each other for eternity. Why all this hide and seek with that Marugu in the middle? Marugu yelara o Raghava Marugu yelara. Adi rendu shabdam. Marugu yelara. అది మీరు విచ్ఛేదం చేస్తున్నారంటే మరుగు ఏలరా. ఒక శబ్దం అంటే మరుగేలరా. మరుగేలరా ఓ రాఘవ మరుగేల చర చర రూప పరాత్పర సూర్య సుధాకరలోచన. మరుగేలరా. మరుగు అంటే యవనిక. అహమశేష సుర సురమోహిని యవనిక మధుకైటభమర్దినః ప్రబల శుంభ నిశుంభ నిషూదనే. Shumbha Nishumba Shudane. So I am the one who has see what this girl who becomes Durga tells Kamsa is. See na nalanju peru pottu tallirke. Right. But I am not doing it because my brother is there to take care of you. Okay, you are small jujubi. Prabala Shumbha Nishumba Nishudane Pranihita Hataya Tava Kimmaya.